And welcome back. Time for this week's Capitol Report with Pat McGuigan of CapitolBeatOK.com. Pat, you covered a news conference at the state capitol at which a bipartisan group of business leaders was joined by others to support new immigration reforms. Tell us about that.
It was really an interesting event. It was moderated by Kris Steele, the former House Speaker. And interestingly enough, the most powerful comments came from Reverend Lori Walke, who's the assistant pastor at Mayflower Congregational. And I mean, she gave an emotional, poignant speech that combined economics and morality, and of course referenced this influx of children from south of the border. And when it was over, Steele, she was about the third or fourth speaker, and Steele got up and said, Lori, we're going to have an altar call? And it got a chuckle, but I mean, it was strong stuff. Now, in addition, she made a very strong moral case. Steele talked about this issue that's enveloping us all and that's so significant, and he pegged it to a nationwide effort in 60 congressional districts in 25 states on that day, this past week, all over the country, with business leaders and others coming together saying, let's have a vote on immigration reform to provide ways to legality for these folks. He said we can't afford another year of inaction on the issue, and you know, he's very much a supporter of control the border and fix the issue going forward. Other speakers, Robert Ross, Interurban Restaurants, Craig Parker, Silver Star Construction. These are all not a bunch of bleeding hearts, in other words.
Right. Yes.
Bliss Stump, who's an attorney with the American Immigration Lawyers Association. Jake Fisher, Bridges Advertising. I mean, it was an impressive assembly. I think longtime viewers know of my personal dissent, if you will, from the conservative Republican position on immigration. I don't know if the proposal before Congress is the right solution, but the status quo is intolerable, and it can't be tolerated going forward.
Also, this week, the Oklahoma Council of Public Affairs released a public opinion survey on school choice issues. What were kind of the key findings there?
Well, it was really interesting. The poll was conducted by the Tarrance Group, founded by my old friend from my Washington years, Lance Tarrance, a very knowledgeable man when it comes to, and his people, when it comes to the state of Oklahoma, among their clients, Governor Fallon, as well as Representative Langford. American Federation for Children is who they conducted the poll for, and OCPA facilitated, the release of the information. It was fascinating. The key findings: school choice was endorsed in all of its forms overwhelmingly by Republican primary voters. That's who the focus was of the poll. Further, and perhaps as interesting, was that it was slightly stronger in the rural areas than in the urban areas, and that's intriguing because it was rural representatives that helped kill additional choice advances, Republican rural representatives this past year. So I think it has implications for the future of the poll.
Interesting to see where that, talk about that during the upcoming election season.
Yeah, charters, for the most moderate form for one.
All right, well, you can read more about these and other topics at CapitolBeatOK.com. For Pat McGuigan, I'm Alex Cameron. Have a great day.